Hello, Teacher Tina here, and I don't know about you, but I kind of came to a point where I was really tired of reward systems. Maybe you're new, maybe you're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Even better, I'm happy to stop you right now before you go and spend a lot of money on things. Or if you're rusty, like I was with reward systems, great, this video is also for you. Okay, so I'm about to tell you something that completely revolutionized the way that I do reward systems in my classroom. I mean, like, it has made my classroom neater, it has made my mind cleaner as well, and just made my life so much easier. I wish I had found this resource like last year, because I just think about how much money and time I've spent on reward systems, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit sick. So let me share it with you. First of all, I'm going to show you an example of what this reward system looks like, and then I'm going to send you in the right direction so that you can get started with it. So yeah, without further ado, you're going to be my student. Thanks for your cooperation. I'm going to pretend that your name is Bao Bao. Even though you're my regular student, I'll just call you Bao Bao. Is that cool, Bao Bao? All right, Bao Bao, cool. So basically, I'm introducing a Find a Star reward system, okay, using Google Slides. So let me show you how it's done, okay? Let's suppose that we just had a conversation, like an introductory conversation. Bao Bao, what did you do with your brother today? Oh, you went to the park? Oh, great, blah, 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 back and forth, right? I like to build a little bit of rapport just for a couple minutes. And then I introduce the reward system. So let's suppose that you, Bao Bao, have never seen this before, okay? I whip it up, say, Bao Bao, when you do a good job today speaking English, you will choose a number from 1 to 10. Which number would you like first? Ooh, let's use a full sentence. I type in the chat box, I would like number blank, please. 2, great. Okay, count down for me. 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoop. Bao Bao, what do you see? Good. I see a shark. Does a shark have 4 legs? No. What animal has 4 legs? Horse has 4 legs. Great job, Bao Bao. Right, so we have a shark horse. A shark horse. Okay, that was number 2. Moving on. So now let's suppose that we have finished the warm-up slide, right? So you can see this is not going to take a long time. First, I just kind of introduce the idea of, hey, you get to choose a number. And then the next one, I kind of reinforce that. So I'm just reminding them, hey, be sure that you're speaking in full sentences and whatnot, because you get to choose a number and there's going to be something cool under there. So basically, let's say that we finish the warm-up slide and I say, wow, Bao Bao, great job using full sentences. Which number would you like now? I would like number 6, please. Oh, great. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, Bao Bao, you found a star. Whoosh, I click the star so it jingles across their screen, and I'm all excited to give them their star. And now you can see, how nifty. I have kind of gotten away, or gotten around that whole you should have your reward system on display thing. But I can use this for every single class, regardless of which Find a Star I use. And we can see which numbers we've already done. That's basically why I have these little number cover-up pieces that I just made out of paper. And the stars, I just stuck magnets on the back. Super duper easy. I can reuse this for every single class. Doesn't get old. Yeah, basically, so first I introduce them kind of separately. I let them choose the first 2 numbers. Sometimes they'll both be stars, sometimes they'll both be whatever the other picture or GIF is. But whatever, you just kind of roll with it. You gotta roll with it, you know? Or if you want, you could introduce it and say, you get a star or this. Or you can say, let's find the stars. However you want to introduce it. But basically, after I've had them choose 2 different numbers, I let them start choosing 2 at a time. That's pretty much to save time later on, at least for me. I found that I need to give 2 at a time. Otherwise, I'm like breaking it up every 2.5 minutes or so, and it just becomes too choppy. So basically, let's say we go a couple more slides, and then I'll say something like, I'll praise the student and say, you can choose 2 numbers. Choose 2 numbers, please. And I try to step to the side. Some kids like to see which number or which color they're picking. That's why I keep this on display, but I have that there so they know what's taken. I know maybe that's a little too much. You can give me some feedback on that if you want. But anyway, I let them choose the number or choose 2 numbers. And if they need some help, I will put in the chat box, I would like number blank and number blank, please. Okay? And I like to get them speaking full sentences with the reward system. It might take a little bit of time at first, but then they will get it, right? And if you type it in the chat box, it makes it that much easier for them. So basically, they can go and reuse this sentence structure elsewhere in their life, right? So let's imagine that they go to a restaurant and they want to speak English to their server. They can say something like, I would like dumplings and rice, please. See how that relates? I would like number 8 and number 9, please. Perfect, right? And you can switch up how you have them do that sentence if you want. You don't have to have them use a full sentence. Of course, you're making them use full sentences everywhere. It might eat up too much time. You have to know your student and what's going to be helpful for your student and what's just going to take up too much time. But I like to use full sentences when I can, and I always make them say please, even if I don't use a full sentence. They will say number 4, please. So anyway, let's suppose that they chose numbers 8 and 9. Using that full sentence, I would like number 8 and number 9, please. I would have them count down again. You don't have to have them count down, but I do, right? So number 8, okay. Say 3, 2, 1. You found a star! Clink! Boom. Right? Doesn't take very long. I've clicked it on their screen. They're over there celebrating, yada, yada. Okay, and now we do number 9. So we did 8 and number 9. Count down. 3, 2, 1. Val, what do you see? What do you see? I see an elephant and a butterfly. Good job, good job. Thanks for that full sentence. Can you be an elephant butterfly? Yes? Dink, bonk. Right, and you can do sound effects if you want, whatever. But you can see now, we can see exactly which ones are taken. I let them choose, right? So I kind of hold it like this, let them choose. It's on display. It's super easy for me to remember what's been chosen and for the student to remember what's been chosen. Yeah, so let me quickly talk about this whole setup that I've got here. Like I said, I just made these. These are just like sparkly paper that I put a magnet on, and then I use a cookie sheet. This is a magnetic clip. Let me bring it in. I'll bring it in closer for you. One of the reasons that I do it on a cookie sheet instead of just doing it right onto here is that sometimes my students are like fascinated with the stars or with these little space holders and they want to see them up close, like all together. So I'll just pull it up. Woo! You know, and it looks really pretty once they're all on there. It's just like, wow, they're amazed by it. Anyway, whatever. You can see how it would look really cool once it's all filled up. But yeah, this is basically a cookie tin with magnets. To learn more about my backdrop here, my classroom setup, be sure to check out my classroom setup video that I've linked below. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because you may have already seen it. But anyway, I have this cookie sheet, magnetic clip. This is just I don't even really need this part of it, but it just protects my page here. And then I just printed out numbers 1 through 10. That's all that this is. It's numbers 1 through 10. I just put in a Word document, printed it out. You can easily just write it on a piece of paper. Simplify this as much as you want. Just make some things, some little, you know, generic things. You can do smiley faces. You can do just circles, whatever you want to cover up the numbers that didn't get stars, basically. So you can see this is really versatile. You can use this pretty much any way you want, any find a star that you choose to use. There are hundreds that teachers have already made and shared on the Google Slides group. or in the Google Slides group, right? There's a whole Google Drive that people have everything. Obviously the hybrid animals that I showed you, you know, like this adorable dog penguin that always gets a rise out of the students. So hybrid animals is a really fun one. This one, originally Jennifer Anderson found this on Pinterest, and then teacher Caitlin put it together in the Find a Star. Lots of collaborations happening. By the way, I have linked Jennifer Anderson's channel below and her group. She has the videos and props group that's really awesome, so check that one out too. Anyway, teachers collaborate a lot to create these Find a Stars. And they're very nice on Facebook in the group. A lot of conversations. People will sometimes request, you know, I have a student who loves Pikachu. Can you please make a Pikachu? Someone make a Pikachu Find a Star. And sure enough, somebody will be happy to do it. You know, once you make some of your own, if you choose to make some of your own, you can share them on there. It's super fun. A lot of them are not just pictures. A lot of the Find a Star numbers are actually GIFs, GIFs. So you'll see, for example, one of my favorite ones is the sports fails. So basically, some of them will be like people trying to play soccer and then they fall flat on their face. And it's only like maybe 3 seconds and then it repeats a couple times. So I'll let my students watch it maybe 3 times and they'll laugh hysterically. And if mom or dad is around, mom or dad will start laughing too. That one's really good for your like kinesthetic learners because then they kind of start trying to move like that, like what they just saw. Anyway, there are all kinds of Find a Star options in there. There's way more than just Find a Star also. There are tap and reveal reward systems that I'm not even getting into in this video, but they're amazing. And there are images and GIFs and resources to go with pretty much every lesson in VIPKid that you can use as, you know, tools and props during your classes, just to kind of bring the classroom alive. So besides using it as a reward system, it has a lot more uses. So basically, to get started using Google Slides, which I recommend that you do today because it will totally change things for you, save you time and money and your sanity, go and join that Facebook group. Just for, you know, the sake of saying it, I was not asked to make this video, but I did get permission to make this video from the admins. They are lovely. Their names are Megan, Beth, and Janice, and they're really, really nice and helpful. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how much time they devote to helping people bring their classrooms to life. It's amazing. So VIPKid Google Slides group, linked it below. Be sure you join. And then be sure that you also follow teacher Megan's channel. She has a lot of how-to tutorial videos with Google Slides that you'll find really helpful. So be sure that you check everything that I've linked below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I try to make helpful tip videos, you know, for aspiring teachers and current teachers. I try to keep things fresh. So please subscribe and hit the little bell so that you get notified when I release a new video. I hope that you get as much joy out of this reward system as I do and using Google Slides. And I hope that you come back on my channel soon. So below, please give me a like if you learned something in this video. And I would love to hear from you which Google Slides are your favorite, which Google Slides Find a Star, or what you hope you could see on there. Basically, I want to hear what your favorite reward systems are right now. So please tell me at least one reward system that you like or that you would like to see in the comments below. Thank you so much and happy teaching. Bye!